Hello everybody, I'm Mustangos and welcome back to another video. Now, I'm a huge fan of Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together, and they're pretty hard survival games, but after over 1,000 hours, they can be pretty easy. Until now. A moderator and friend of mine, Boozman Jaden, redeemed 10,000 channel points over on Twitch and challenged me to take on the Boatlocked Challenge. And we kick off episode 2 at the start of winter, starting off with a bull kelp harvest. Now we're doing pretty good on food over in the fridge. We've got some bull kelp, we've got some meat, we've got some berries. This should see us for the next few days. And after making sure we have a thermal stone, and it is of course warmed up, we head off to explore the forest biomes in the hope of finding a muck tusk hut, which of course if you kill the muck tusk you have a 50-50 chance of getting a muck tusk, which can be turned into a walking cane to increase your movement speed by 25%, which is insane. While it doesn't make boats move 25% faster, you move 25% faster, so getting to A to B is so much better. And holy crap, we stumbled upon the insanely rare, only ever seen this twice, spider set piece of 10 spider dens in one area, all instantly tier 3. Good crazy, look at that on the map, that's insane. Okay, so that led into a swamp. And so definitely no muck tusk spawning over there. So let's go and explore this area, see if we get lucky. And oh, look at what we have here. It's the set piece from the Terraria crossover update. This contains the terrarium that has an optional boss in it. The loot from that boss isn't that great. It's a boss from Terraria that if you do the normal mode, you get a helmet that can be refilled with food. And if you do the hard mode, you get a weapon that can be refilled with food, which sounds great, but the durability is quite low, so it's quite easy to lose it anyway in the battle if you're not paying attention, so not super viable. But we got some insane luck here. We got a spider den spawning right beside the evil pig guards, which defend it and light the torches. And for some reason, even though it's not a full moon, they're werepigs. Don't understand why this is. I'm not going to complain. It's literally an automatic farm for us. And I've never seen this before. They're targeting the spider den. I've literally never seen this. Maybe this is exclusive to the AI of the pigs that guard the infinite light torches, or maybe it was due to the Weber update that they became targets, but hell, not going to complain. More resources for us. A bit of a panic moment here for me, as I thought I could jump in and harvest the resources, but they're so much faster than me, we 100% cannot. But because they're werepigs, we know as soon as day starts, they'll fall asleep, so we can just run them until then and warm ourselves up on some randomly burning trees. There it is, and all those resources are ours. We can use that to extend the spider farm later back at the base. And we found them! The muck tusk. Prepare to get slapped. Now, dangerous fight with the muck tusk, because he has both hounds and his son, so you can take quite a lot of damage. We came in with both a helmet and armor and got down to one hit on our armor, but just managed to take him out. If he'd had us like one more time, we would have nearly been dead, and two more times and we would have been dead. So we cut the spell a little close, but we managed to get him. And there's a weird AI thing with Muck Tusk. If he goes too far from his base, he'll just walk back and not try and attack you. So there's a free win for us. And whoa, we got the Muck Tusk walking cane coming right up. On the way back to the base, we decided to harvest the bee queen, see if we get some honey, and we did. If we were to combine that honey with our meat that we got, we could make some honeyed ham, which is an insanely good food. Look at this fridge. It's starting to look like a nice full fridge. That's what we want. That's what we want. But with 2 players, that fridge is going to go down fast. Now, all we need for a walking cane is some gold, a muck tusk, and boom! Wait. Boom? Apparently, just as we were doing that, Jaden takes his first death of the video. Knowing that we're going to have to sacrifice 40 health to make a telltale heart to revive Jaden, we're going to take a quick nap, refill those stats, and craft a telltale heart. Now, if you're wondering why he's dropping so often, remember the bad connection from him being in England and me being in New Zealand is a massive disadvantage in this game. It's actually like playing as Wes. Genuinely, I tried this last night and just played like a random world with bad connection, and you harvest resources slower, enemies seem to hit you faster, you hit them slower, super frustrating. Go and upgrade the spider farm, twice as large, we can get twice as many spiders now. Essential thing to remember when creating a spider farm, have it far enough away from your base so they don't roam over. If they roam over, they're going to aggro other mobs that you have in your base, they're going to stop you from sleeping, it can be very annoying. Now, making sure to place this as close as we can so we can fit as many as possible, we extend our pig set piece, getting it up from 2 to 4. This is going to be an absolute lifesaver if we get attacked by hounds. These pigs should easily take them to the cleaners up until like the end of summer when we start getting 6 strong hound waves. Get another harvest of bull kelp in, and somehow Abigail found a couple of friends. Abigail, great job. I guess you can put that counter up by 2. We're now up to 6 pigs. Excellent. I always forget that Abigail's technically an infinite light source. That's really nice. That's really nice. Now, bull kelp, not that great in winter, as we can't get butterfly wings to make butterfly cupcakes, but what I didn't realize quite right now is later on they're going to turn into rot, which is going to be super important for booster shots, as I forgot this was even a thing, but when you die, you permanently get your stats lowered. And there's another death right there. So once Boozman's died about 3, 4, 5 times, he's got like 1 hit until he's dead without a booster shot, and you need rot for a booster shot, so we are going to need that rot really badly. Destroy the wardrobe after we finish putting our new cosmetics on. I felt like a battle Valkyrie in this video. Destroy that for space and build ourselves a hatitator, get access to the magic tab. We don't want to craft any magic items yet, but I'm sure we'll find a use for them later on. Now we are looking bad on food, so we decided to go and try and harvest the seaweed for some barnacles. Did you hear that sound? That sound haunts my nightmares. This is the first time I've ever encountered this mob. Now, as you guys know, I suffer heavily from motion sickness, so always try and keep my sanity max to avoid the screen shake, which makes me feel sick. But what I didn't know here was Boozman was insane. And when you're insane on a boat, you don't get attacked by nightmare creatures. You get attacked by Wavey Jones. Wavey Jones is an indestructible mob. Only, as far as I can tell, he can be killed by a light source, which just despawns him and then he can respawn. He will cling on to the side of your boat and randomly activate things. He puts the sail up and down. He puts the anchor up and down. It is a fucking nightmare, and he nearly destroyed our entire world. There is nothing you can do about Wavy Jones once he spawned unless you have a light source, and I didn't realize at the time that a light source got rid of him because it was my very first encounter with him. Hands down the most frustrating mob. But at least we managed to get 6 barnacles, and we were prepared this time and actually came with a few boat patches, so we managed to make it back safely at the cost of Boozman's life, unfortunately. Now, as you can see there, I finally figured out that light despawns Wavy Jones, and I got it bright enough to get rid of him. But apparently he just respawns anyway? Now, Boozman was insane, but he is now dead, so his sanity's not affecting us, and my sanity is full. So we shouldn't have any nightmare creatures, but apparently when Wavy Jones spawns, he locks on to the underside of your boat, and there is no way to get rid of him until day comes. Oh, this was so frustrating. Wavy Jones is officially my least favorite mob in all of Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together. This guy. But we did, thank goodness, finally make it back to land. And on the way, we found a message in a bottle that gave us our first X marks the spot. Very nice. We finally get the pinching winch from Pearl. We could winch that up for some tasty loot. Pinching winch is going to be a mission, though. I think you have to do 3 Pearl missions. And I can't even remember how to do 1 Pearl mission. I know giving her an umbrella during rainy season is 1. Getting rid of a lore plant is 2. What's the third one going to be? I'm going to have to look it up. That's going to be a whole thing. But with those barnacles, we're able to make some delicious barnacle pitters. Now, I was hoping to harvest, like, a stack, but I guess a couple will have to do for now. And while we were doing that, we got our first present of the video. Anything good? No. Of course not. Never is. I think in all the hours I've played Don't Starve, I've got like 2 good items. So, back to the muck task. If you're wondering why we're going back, of course there is 2 of us, so we want 2 walking canes so we can maximize that bonus speed. It's so much bonus speed that if you were playing with 4 people and you all had one, you would be going 1 extra person's worth of speed. That is insane. That's insane. A little bit dangerous here as Mucktusk runs through another set of mobs, which does happen sometimes, but luckily we have Abigail to protect us from the spiders. God, she is so powerful. And with some insane RNG, 2 Mucktusks in a row. To put into context just how good that RNG is, the last time I tried to farm Mucktusks on a world, I went 5 dry and almost missed it before the next season came. Whew! It feels so good to get 2 in a row. We are set, although unfortunately Boozman takes another death. But while he died, he actually found deer clops over by Pig King. And while harvesting some grass to make torches, it's a full moon. Better go and get Glommer, as Glommer always spawns next to Pig King. But the wild pigs have turned into werepigs, and they're attacking Glommer! No! Oh my god, we've missed Glommer twice now. This is so annoying because we need Glommer to grow the fig trees, which is one of the only reharvestable foods we could have on the sea. I mean, we don't need it right now. We haven't found fig trees yet, but we are going to need that eventually. We are going to have to come back and get this on day 51 during the next full moon. And the fucking werepigs even eat each other's loot. I hate these guys. Still though, we got some pretty good loot out of it. Can't complain. Can't complain. A few pig butts, a few things of meat, and of course the pan flute from Glommer, which is 100% going to come in handy later. And there she is, deer clops. But look at our stats. We are not ready to fight her just yet. We're going to have to come back to that. On the way home, I decided to stop off at the Bee Queen and try and grab myself some honey. Unfortunately, we got none, so I decided to destroy some beehives, as I didn't realize, but these are actually one of the only resources we can replace, as we could build beehives on the boat on the shore of the flower biome and they would still be usable, and with those we can make some delicious honeyed ham to get some of our stats back. Although it's not going to get our health back to full, it will definitely help, and with the power of a tent we can get our health all the way back. Tents are so slept on in a non-literal sense in this game. They are so good for getting health back, and no one ever uses them, like ever. Like, even I didn't use them when the game first came out. When I found out about them, I was like, oh my god, this is a game changer. And with that, it's time to take on deer clops. Now, we're playing as Wendy, and Abigail is terrible at taking on bosses, and Boozman is in a very bad way stat-wise, so I think fighting deer clops head-on is a bad idea. But remember we found that 10 spider set piece before? Why not have a little mob-on-mob war? Place your bets, everybody, place your bets. Who do you think will win, deer clops or spiders? Now, panic moment here. We put our armor on, of course, taking off our backpack so we tank hits, but I forgot to move my grass from my backpack to my main inventory, and we used the last of our torch, and now it's full night, and Charlie's attacking us, and we're nearly dead! But luckily, the daytime comes just in time. Oh my god, we were 3 seconds from losing our world there. That was close. That was close. But look at all this loot. That is insane. That's insane. With a bit more luck coming in our side, we get a couple of spider queen spawns. Now it's an even fight. Even if deer clops was to win, she would be on like critical low health, and we could easily finish her off. And look at all this loot, and then 2 more spider queens. Okay, 100% the spiders are winning. No way 4 spider queens are going to lose. Look at all this loot. Delish. When it comes to upgrading the boat, we could easily make a couple more sails with that. Now, the main reason we wanted to kill deer clops was to get her eye to create the eyebrow, making us immune to rain in the next season, spring. And because it's worn in the head slot, we could carry our walking cane and still get the 25% extra movement speed. But in the seconds before we blew our pan flutes to go and pick up all the loot, because of course pan flutes put all the monsters to sleep, one of the spiders ate the eye. Oh my god, Debs, why did you make it an eatable item? Nobody has ever used that for food. Ah, that's tilting, but still, we got stacks and stacks of loot from this, so I can't complain. I can't complain. We got monster meat, we got heals, we got silk, which we can use for not only sails, but we could use for more tents, which is a great heal. So all around, still a great success. Grabbed a few more honey on the way back so we can make some honey hams to fill us up, and of course heal us, because we were pretty crippled after that battle. And unfortunately, Boozman takes another death. And just as we get back, the baying of the hounds. Oh no, this is always what happens. You get attacked by hounds just when you can't afford to fight them off. But luckily, we built the pig set feast just for this, and the pigs help us out, and we absolutely take them to the cleaners. No worries. Pigs, the kings of hound slaying. And finally, with a spare 2 seconds with mobs not attacking us, we can cook up some honeyed hams. And look at that, the snow is melting. We made it through winter just Now it's just spring, and while we didn't get the umbrella, unfortunately, we did get heaps of excess silk, so we can, no worries, craft some umbrellas to keep us dry. And Boozman hits a new personal best with 6 deaths in one world without leaving. What a Chad. Boozman, you're my hero for standing there, bro. Anyone else would have left tilted after all those deaths. You stayed in it. Good on you, buddy. And we got another chest. Anything good? Of course not, it never is. And with winter ending, we can harvest the eggs from the pingals, which I didn't know, but actually makes a really good surf and turf dish that Boozman told me about that is insanely good. And now, look at this, everybody. I've never seen this before. Pay close attention to Boozman as he tries to jump on the boat. I've never seen this before. This is something to do with bad connection, but, like, what? How does this happen? Oh my god, game, that's too much. And then we cooked up all our eggs and kelp into some delicious surf and turf. This is going to see us for ages. I've never made this dish before, but it's actually so good. I'm definitely going to use this in future worlds, just coming out of winter when you have an abundance of eggs to use. And I finally decided to add to our base with a sleeping boat, but of course, as soon as you try and build something in the water, a bird will land and you can't place it. Random birds, so frustrating. It's so frustrating. So I'm going to build a tent and a siesta lean-to on this boat so we can sleep both during the day in the siesta lean-to and during the night in the tent to swap hunger for sanity and health. So our stats are always going to be good. And Boozman here had just used the rot from our original harvests of kelp to make some booster shots. And with a quick sleep, he is back to full stats. He made it back. He made it back, everybody. So we're headed back out to sea for the first bit of spring. And I'm trying to figure out where the lunar island is going to spawn. And I take a guess here. The way to guess for the lunar island is you look at the shape of your world, try and find a sea, and then try and go to the edge of that sea, and that's normally where it is. And Boozman takes us to what he found in one of the random messages at sea. The Sea King. Very cool, very cool. I got a false start here. Thought we found the lunar island, but we had actually just gone in a big circle back to the shore. Now, interestingly, the shore is very close to the Sea King. Maybe a potential Sea King base for year 2. Have like a line of boats leading to the Sea King and then base in there with him, like replanting the sea stacks around him to have barnacles on them. Oh, that would be cool. Unfortunately, Boozman has to leave for this little last bit, so we go back on our own. But it was where we thought it was. We actually managed to find the lunar island. Let's go. Let's go. And with 3 tallbird eggs to see us with food, oh, we have all day to explore. We take a quick second to socket all of the 3 pieces to make the celestial altar and make ourselves a celestial blade, the best weapon in the game. Oh, I love this thing. I mean, there's so much more loot we can get here. We can get more kelp fronds. We can get stone fruit for food that never goes off. We can get anemones to plant and do damage, although I don't think we can plant them on boats. Maybe not anemones, but so much good resources here. But unfortunately, that's all we have today for you, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.